My name is Andrew Taylor. I'm the CTO of Jwaala. We're an Austin-based software company, and we focus on building a variety of solutions, but what I'm going to talk about today is something called Money Tracker, which is a personal finance management, or PFM, solution for banks and credit unions. Before I hop into the demo, I just want to paint a little bit of a landscape of the PFM space. At a rough level, you can divide solutions into two categories. The first category I call the complex, old-school desktop applications. Think Money and Quicken. You download these, or you can even buy them on these little plastic things called CDs, and you install them. We think that's the old-school model, certainly not the wave of the future. The other category, the shiny new, always available online version. You don't install something. You don't buy it over and over again. It's quick and easy to use. We're one of those. You can further break the shiny new category down into two subcategories. The first is the folks that go straight to consumer. They bypass the financial institution. They disintermediate the financial institution from their very own customers. And we're not one of those. The other category are the folks that try to help the financial institutions by providing great new technology so that they can provide that to their consumers. Jwaala Money Tracker is one of those solutions. We work with existing online banking solutions. We work with their MFA. We sit in their data center with their security policies. There's all this worry about data just being out on some website. All of our data is stored at our financial institution customer's site. So with that as an intro, I'll go ahead and hop in. Now, first we're going to look at some basics of Jwaala Money Tracker. One thing is that our customers, financial institutions, can brand this how they see fit. We don't even care about the name. So for example, here's a version that's been branded for one of our customers down in Austin, Texas. You can change colors, you can change header, change the name. Doesn't really matter to us. Now, as I go through this, think about three things that consumers really care about when they're doing some sort of PFM work. One, they want to know, what do I have? Where's it all going? And how can I do better? So keep those in mind as I go through this demo. So initially, I'm looking at my screen here where I get to see all of the accounts I have. You can see I've got my accounts with my primary financial institution. And then I've also loaded a third-party account from American Express. And then down here at the bottom, I've got a bunch of additional assets and liabilities that I've added. So to us, your net worth is really the total of your online accounts, any additional assets and liabilities you've set up, and you've got your net worth down here at the bottom. For example, here I've added my wife's from China. We have an apartment in Qingdao, so I've added that as one of my additional assets and liabilities so I can really understand my net worth. For those of you who don't know, the Beijing Olympics or the China Olympics, all the sailing events are going to be held in Qingdao. That's my little pitch for my wife. So she'll be happy when she sees the video. So I'm going to go ahead and drill into my American Express account here. Now, one of the things we've done is we've kind of taken search out of the back room. Typically, search isn't available at all in an online banking site, and we've taken it and really elevated it to a first-class citizen. So what do I mean by that? You can type in simple things like Costco and find all of your Costco transactions. But just like with Google, where you can just keep adding criteria, I might want to narrow that down just by typing in, say, Costco last month. Now I'm looking at 17 transactions from Costco last month. And if that's too narrow, I'll just say Costco from the last 2 months. Now I've widened that, and I've got 30 transactions. And if I'm really trying to drill in, I can just say maybe around 100. That means just things that are within 30% of $100. And if I want to narrow down a little more, I can say near 100. And this is within just 10% of $100. The order doesn't matter. You can type this in any way you want. We take what you do, we take what you type in, and we kick back really the right information for whatever you're trying to do. So for example, if I'm looking for small transactions, just under $100. Or if I'm looking for large transactions, or let's say this is my idea of non-trivial transactions. I just searched on over $20, and these are all my over $20 transactions. Now, to me, this might be what I consider a non-trivial transaction. I'd like to know when something like this happens. After any search, you can just click on Make this search an alert. And Money Tracker will now take any transaction, whether it's from the core institution or some third-party place like USAA, American Express, Chase, what have you, and it will deliver it to you. It delivers it to your email, to your SMS. You can get morning summaries. You can get them as transactions occur. You basically get as many alerts as you want because you can turn any search into an alert. You search on ATM, you search on ACH, whatever. Just make it an alert if you care about it. Choose where you want it to be delivered. If I go back to the transactions here, now another thing you can do is you can actually sign up for alerts via RSS. This alert here is for an RSS feed for anything over $20 from this account. This RSS feed here is for really all the activity on this account. So if I'm out checking the videos, for example, at Finovate.com next week or whenever, I've got my transactions available here because I've plugged this RSS feed into Firefox as an RSS reader. Now you might be using Outlook as an RSS reader, IE, what have you. You can plug these RSS feeds for all of your financial data right in there and get access to these alerts through that mechanism as well. I've got a little more to say about RSS later, but we'll just move on for now. Now, another thing we've done is we've tried to make the transaction history more of a two-way street. So, for the most part, people expect to be able to interact with things. So, for example, I can go into this Costco transaction and just add a note. For example, I bought a camera here. Just add a quick note there, and I've added some metadata to that. I can also go into reports here, for example, and see where all of my spending has gone. So, for example, here I see in August, this is what my spending has been. I can click through on Costco here. I see where all my transactions have been because I just did a Costco 2 months ago search. Going back to reports, I can look at a transaction history here, see what my spending is over time, and also, for example, just set up a quick budget. Maybe $100 is my budget. We can start sending you alerts on your budgets as well. So there's lots more to go through. I welcome you to come over to the table here after this. To finish, I just want to announce a handful of things. One is we're announcing a new iPhone view of all the money tracker data, specifically tailored towards iPhone. So now if you have an iPhone, you get a custom clean view of this information through the iPhone. The other is we have a new effort underway to really promote something we're calling RSS OFX. And this is a way to interact with your financial data, but through extensions to RSS. And this lets us do neat things like create custom RSS readers for people so that you can have Mac widgets, Vista widgets, as well as little pop-up widgets like that. And we're open sourcing all of that technology as well. So it looks like I'm out of time. So that's it for now. Just join us over here at the Display Center and ask me some questions. Thanks.